few young boys were speeding through the wilderness when they stumbled upon a rusty old truck. Curious, they approached to investigate, unaware of the danger lurking nearby. The truck belonged to Jack the Ripper, America's most notorious serial killer. Without a care for his life, Jack unzipped his pants to mark his territory. Another boy picked up a rock and smashed it through the windshield.
Old bitch!
Surprisingly, the truck's glass was incredibly sturdy, and the rebounding stone nearly killed the boy on the spot. The leather-clad boy, after some fumbling, managed to open the truck bed door, but what was inside sent a chill down their spines. The outline of the white cloth bag was clearly that of a human body. The leather-clad boy cautiously approached to confirm, and the putrid smell of decaying flesh assaulted his senses. But as soon as he turned around, the truck's trap was automatically triggered, sending them both crashing to the ground in terror. The cargo door then closed automatically. They were terrified and wanted to escape this haunted place as quickly as possible. They didn't even bother to put on their safety helmets before trying to flee, but the cannibal wouldn't let such cowardly boys get away. Suddenly, a tube popped out from the rear of the truck, and a spear with a rope attached flew out at an incredible speed toward them. Unfortunately, the leather-clad boy running at the back was hit precisely in the calf. Fortunately, the remaining 3 boys didn't abandon him and run away alone. However, in this remote wilderness, there was no signal, and they couldn't call for help from the outside world. They could only try to save themselves, but the javelin was firmly embedded in the leather-clad boy's calf and couldn't be pulled out. Worse still, the rope suddenly began to contract, slowly pulling the leather-clad boy back toward the truck. The 3 boys had no solution. Selfish Jack chose to flee immediately, while the remaining 2, though anxious, could do nothing but watch as he was pulled toward the rear of the truck. The leather-clad boy was terrified and begged his companions to try calling for help again. But just as his companion pulled out his phone, a strange noise suddenly came from above, followed by a corpse falling from the sky. Before they could react, a tall humanoid monster flapped its wings and landed on the roof. It was the cannibal returning from its hunt. The 2 witnessed this terrifying scene and, without caring about their companion's safety, immediately turned and fled. However, the cannibal monster calmly jumped to the ground, gently opened the car door, raised his right hand, and a spear automatically flew into his hand. He then aimed at the fleeing 2. The 2 were pierced through the body by the javelin, pinned to the tree like sausages. After struggling for a moment, they fell completely still. However, as the ogre retrieved his weapon and prepared to drive away in search of his next target, he suddenly caught a whiff of a foul odor, Jack's handiwork. The ogre was furious. His keen sense of smell instantly pinpointed Jack's escape route. How dare he urinate on his beloved vehicle? The only outcome was certain death.